All right, so today we're going to be talking about all about durable grit paddles. So I got a bunch of durable grit paddles, and I'll kind of describe the differences between all of them, how the different paddles play, and possibly which one should you get. So there's different ones from different companies. We got Aireo here, then we got 11SIX24, and then we got Chorus, and they have all their different types of grit. Oh, and I'll pull out Spartus as well. I think that has a durable grit. I'll grab that one in a second. But first off, let's start with Chorus. So Chorus is a company that's been around for a little bit. I got their Chorus Coda, but before I could even get a full review out on it, they already came out with a new one with their grit called Harmony Grit. So I'll describe kind of the differences between that. First off, let me just talk about how this paddle plays. This paddle was pretty nice. It's more of an all-court paddle, so with everything moving more like high-power foam, they kind of dialed it back a little bit and then went with more of an all-court paddle. So this is kind of like a hollow, a stiff feel, but more all-court power. And I got the hybrid shape. It's, yeah, pretty forgiving in terms of a paddle face. I weighted it up a little bit, but it plays pretty nicely. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this paddle, especially since there's a price drop on this paddle with the new durable grit version coming out. So what's the difference between this? So the original Chorus Coda came in, I think it was 175, and then with the new version that's coming out at 200, this one dropped down to 160. So let me just give you a difference of the grit. So kind of the old version, and then there's a new version. So it's not a whole lot different. So so this one's kind of smoother. This one has a little bit more texture like to the hands, but it does provide a little bit more when it comes to the grit. It's still like, I would describe this one as like Yola level, and then this one is a little bit grainier than that and a little bit rougher, but it doesn't like stick out a whole lot like other paddles. But the durability on it seems to be good so far. I mean, I'll have to play test it a bit more to kind of see like how long it lasts. I know some companies kind of claim like the 3 times as long, but we'll have to kind of see. But I think this is kind of the step towards a lot of different paddles going forward. Next off, let me go to the Vapor Power 2s. So this one has a lot more contrast in terms of a grit compared to like a normal Vapor Power. So this is kind of smooth. This one definitely has like a lot of texture to it. So 11SIX24 definitely upgraded this line for the Power 2 a lot. So they went from Gen 3, which is the honeycomb core, to Gen 4 foam core, and they added this like durable grit, which is like pretty rough, right? So, and then it's very durable. You can kind of feel the scratchiness there versus that standard like carbon. And so this is very scratchy. So yeah, that durable grit, you can definitely feel it on this one more than other paddles. Yeah, play is a little bit kind of low end of power. So definitely like that. And then I like the cool like purple color way there. And then while we're on this sort of paddle, let me just go through the Boomstick, since I know that one is kind of one that people know for a lot of the grit durability as well. So this is their Infinigrit surface versus this one's called the Hex Grit. And so like, yeah, definitely scratchy. They kind of have a similar feel in terms of like they have this like texture on it. This one, it's a little bit like larger of ridges when it comes to the Vapor Power 2. And then the durability, I mean, these ones last pretty well, but then the Infinigrit, I feel like down, since it's been around for a while, it actually smoothens out as it wears. I'll be curious to see like the wear pattern over time of these other grits, which actually use a raw carbon fiber and then spray. It looks like an additional spray or something on top of that. So it may wear a little bit differently than the Infinigrit did with the Selkirk Boomstick. So that's those two. And then next up we have the Aireo Cyclone. So if you're looking for a paddle with a lot of pop, but it's lightweight, definitely check out the Aireo Cyclone. So that's kind of like boomstick level pop, but then at a lower weight, so you can kind of customize it a lot more. That's the Cyclone. So this is the old version of the Cyclone. It has a pulse foam, which is an MPP core, which is like a little bit lower, like thud. So this one's then this one is a limited edition one with something called Nanograph. So like on first feel, it's not a whole lot different. So when you're comparing like the chorus paddles together or the 11SIX24, there's like a big difference in terms of how it is. But then this one, like it's just a little bit more. But then when I was doing a little bit more research on this, the way that Aireo designed their durable grit paddle is actually not on as much on the surface, but they actually make it more durable under the first layer. So be curious to see like, well, what does that actually mean for the paddle durability when it comes to spin over time? So I think the Cyclone comes in at 200 for the Nanograph version, and then they drop this 189 for the Aireo version. And all these paddles have discount codes. Go check them out below. And then the last one I wanted to grab was the Spartus, which had a very different feel to it, which I can't find it. So that the Spartus, the P1. Oh, there we go. No, I don't have the P1, but I have the Beta GT. So this one has a different feel of grit. So they have something called Permagrit, which is like smoother. Like it's not as like large of grit, but it's very fine, but it's very like textured. So it's almost like a very fine like nail file if you're trying to like buff your nails. And it feels like to the touch is like wet sandpaper. And so that's kind of the different grit that they had there. So every company, it seems like it has their own variant of like durable grit. So the Spartus or the P1, I don't have it here at the moment, but it's similar to this paddle in terms of the grit. That one is a little bit head heavier. It plays, high power, and it's definitely nice. Kind of played like the Loco, like by Bread and Butter, but definitely has much better grit to it. So whether it's, recap, whether it's Infinigrit, which has kind of a spray-on grit surface, or kind of the wet sandpaper, really fine, durable grit of the Spartus, or the Harmony Grit, which is like seems like a middle of the pack, like carbon fiber with additional grit, or the Nanograph, which is kind of durable grit that's put more under the surface, or you got the Hex Grit, which is kind of this very like rough surface on top of a carbon weave. So let me know, what grit are you kind of most interested in, as well as paddle feel, and I'll try to give these away. And be sure to comment below, and I will see you guys next time. Let me know what you guys think about if durable grit paddles are the way of the future. All right, see ya.